You know the drill. For the most part, I gotta go over to YouTube. There we go. That's all done. Now we'll go live on Instagram. There we go. Hello, hello. Well, I just decided that I was going to go live for a little bit this morning, and because I've got a box that I want to go through, and I thought, well, I might as well go through it with you. Hi, Charlie Pickens. I also wanted to say we had our onboarding last night and it was great. We've got some great sellers that are going to be joining the Vamp selling community. And hi, Shannon. Hi, Betty. And every single one of them wanted to be a live seller. So that makes me incredibly nikimas. Hi, Rachel. I'm not fully caffeinated yet. I'm drinking an Alani. Trying not to go daily sip every single day, you know. Have you guys all been caffeinated yet? I still am. Hi, Relove Thrift. These are my vitamins. Eventually, at some point, I can't get these open now. I will have my energy bar. Say hi, Dad.
Hi, guys.
Dad's here. I had to take him to take his car to the repair shop to get it looked at. So he's hanging out here for a little bit. You want to come and say hi to everybody real quick, Dad? What flavor are you drinking, Nikki? Of Alani. I don't really care for this. I got this hydro flask at a garage sale a couple weeks ago, but it fits an Alani perfectly. This one is Cosmic Stardust. Hey, Mike. The peach one. That's Brooke's favorite. Say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Do you want to do a 30-second dance party?
No. You tricked me last time.
I
never did ever see it on there, though.
Oh, well, it was on there.
I missed that one.
Miriam Cipriano. Everyone's saying hi to you, Dad.
All right. Tell him I said hi back.
He said hi back. All right. We're going to do our affirmation first, because I like to read them in the morning. It helps me get my day started. There's a piece that I'm surrounded. If you are a seller, your life is constantly surrounded by tape. And it drives me insane. There's always tape on something. Meow, meow. There's always tape on something. And it makes me great. It makes me crazy. All right. Meow Meow's here. My affirmation, or our affirmation, for Wednesday, July 30th. It is my own thinking that holds me back more than anything else. Instead of thinking outside of the box, I will think that there is no box. Hi, Madeline. No box. And that is truth. We're going to talk about that today at 4 p.m. Eastern over on the Vamp table, because we're going to talk about the mental health. Hey, Bug. The mental health of it all. And the way that you hold yourself back because you feel like, well, I can't do that because I don't have this. And I can't do that because, well, you end up holding yourself back. So we got tomorrow's. We'll read that one tomorrow. Also, I wanted to show you, I got this photo album, snaps, and it's from Miami, Florida. I think I got this from Washboard Antiques, but it's Vacation 1942. And then, and it's, hi Cheryl. It's got the little tape. It's got their travels in it. And it has this little thing, because you know, back in the day before Facebook and all of that, boy, going to have to redo that hair before too long. The newspaper would announce certain things, and they announced this trip. It says Miss Lucille Smith of Patoka, that's here in Indiana, that's southern Indiana, and Miss Olna Alcorn returned Wednesday from a 2-week vacation visit at Miami, Florida. And back in the day, people were going, Lucille and Ola, what's going on with them? Are they gallivanting around in Miami? They just got back from a trip. Because the gossip mill probably was still, even in 1942, was still hot and heavy. I can actually show this page a little bit more. And it says here, the train we rode on. Hang on, I got to get my eyeballs. I can't see. Tall building back in land. I don't know. That's the train that they went on their vacation. But then there's there's postcards in here from their trip. The Tom Mahoney Opera Hotels and a tree loaded with coconuts in Florida. Yeah, there isn't anything on the postcards, but it's just filled with different postcards. But there are some pictures in here. I'm going to try to find the pictures because the postcards are postcards. There's flamingo. Natural color. Let me get to the photographs. So look, here's Lucille and Olna. Hi, Vintage Discoveries. That's Lucille standing in front of that tropical tree. Does it really? Now, Rachel, you don't live in a small city. We do have the police stuff that goes on, but Lucy, I started to watch. There is a Little Richard documentary on HBO Max. If you haven't seen the Billy Joel documentary, it is excellent. It's excellent. And then it gets you, when it has suggested ones, because I was like, I need another document, because I love documentaries and biographies. So there was one that I watched last night. I started to watch the Little Richard one, but then I saw there was a Judy Garland and Sid. Not Sid. She was married to is it Sid Luft? Was that his name? There's a documentary on that too, and that was pretty good. Here's Olna standing in front of her tropical plant. 1942. Southern California is Brenda. I heard on the news that you got a tidal wave that's coming your way. That's scary. Well, you're inland though, but still. Oh, look, there's Olna and Lucille together. Look at her, how she's posing. That's fun. They went to, whoever, Olna or Lucille. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, I don't know which one of these girls was, but one of them was wrestling with an alligator. Right there. That's what it says in the picture. It says something Bay wrestling with an alligator. Pan American flight. I'm far away. It was supposed to be around 1 a.m. That's so scary. Oh my gosh, the Pee Wee Herman documentary. I watched it the day that it came out. Within 10 minutes, I was watching it. Lucille and her cousin Mabel. And there's Mabel's house. So here's Lucille and her cousin Mabel. And then that's Mabel's. Gosh, Mabel. Maybe that's an apartment because Mabel, you look like you're doing pretty good. The Venetian pool. There's people swimming in the Venetian pool. Right? That's what I was thinking. Just trying to find some. Man, look at the beach. How many people were on the beach back in 1942? It's so glary. Hurricane Selma. They must have been there during Hurricane Selma at some point. Whoopsies. That front page fell off. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. I love that you guys pop in songs because 400 something in the crops in the field. I've had some bad times, been through some sad times. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. That was Mark's grandma's name. It was Lucille. Okay, so we've got. Oh, here they are. It's so glary. I'm so sorry. Look at them in their bathing suits. And then here's a ticket to the Dixie Flagler Coach Reservation Identification. I'm trying to see if this must have been her train ticket. 4 hungry children. Is it in the crops in the field? Did I say that wrong? And then there's like some newspaper clippings. And then look, it says, there's a business card. It says, the card I received while in Miami from Esther Knight for this country kitchen, apparently. And then here's a little card, like a business card. Okay, see, sometimes you hear a song and you completely get the lyrics wrong. There's like another card and a ticket. So I don't know. This was just kind of cool of their trip. Olna and Lucille. Oh, they put this page back in there. So that'll be coming to a live sale soon if somebody wants these snaps. It's just like a snapbook or what's the word I'm looking for? Snapshot back in time. A little bit. All right. Oh, I wanted to remind you too. Now I'm streaming this on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. But next week, probably when I do it on Monday, I'm probably just gonna stream it on Vamp. So if you want to participate in the mornings with Misty, you gotta come over to virtualantiquemarketplace.com. Does anybody need help? Hi, Jen. I see Joan. Joan, you've been over on Vamp. And Catherine Mahone. Are you members of Vamp? Hey, Susan. I saw that you sent me a message, but I haven't read it yet. So come on over to Vamp. It's free. You don't have to pay a thing to join, and you'll be able to participate. And there's a lot of things that are going on. And sometimes the sellers, they don't multicast. And so sometimes you can only see their hauls and things like that if you're over on virtualantiquemarketplace.com. You can do it on Android. You can join on iPhone. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to download an app. You just go to virtualantiquemarketplace.com. Ooh, I love biographies. Vamp. Vamp is a play on virtual, antique, and then the MP is marketplace. Even though marketplace is one word, but marketplace. We're pretending that it makes sense. Yeah. Good morning, Ghislaine. LaDonna and Cheryl go on at noon. If you go over to Vamp, if you go up right underneath where where it says about, or if you're in Canada, about. Hey, Cindy, you should come and sell on Vamp. It's very easy, and you can multicast on your YouTube all at the same time. me get rid of my vitamin package. But you can see like where the lives are. So at noon is Cheryl and LaDonna, and then at 2 is Delane, Simply Old Stuff. So much fun. Let's just have a lot of fun hanging out, you know? Today at 4 is the Vamp table. And it's just like a talk show. We're going to talk about like the mental health aspect of selling vintage and antiques in a competitive. I know y'all can't say hi to Cindy, Mimi's Treasure Cottage, because she's on YouTube and she can't see your comment. In order to see all, thank you for reminding me that, Brenda. If you're on Vamp, you'll see everybody's comments in the chat, no matter what. If they're watching on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, you're going to be able to see everybody in the chat. But if you're watching on YouTube, you're only going to see the YouTube chat. If you're watching on Instagram, you're only going to see the Instagram chat. If you're watching on Facebook, you're only going to see the Facebook chat. And there's not a lot of chat going on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook when I'm live. All of the chatting is going on in Vamp. I know. We're going to talk about the mental health of it all. Because as sellers, it's the whole comparison game. And that whole, am I doing enough? Am I doing too much? What work-life balance and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be talking about that whole thing and the burnout of it all. And so we're going to be discussing that a little bit. Yes, I know. I was thinking about that too, Bug. Jilly, Eclectic Avenue, and Bug are going to do an evening show next Monday. Is it going to be a sale, or are you going to do it as the community show? The community show? Oh, sale. Okay. Bug and Jilly do a Vamp community show every Friday morning at 9 a.m. And you get a lot of great information, and they answer a lot of questions. So I thought about trying that. I'm just going to be honest. I like to have my evenings where I don't work. I'm here all day. I'm sometimes here at 6 in the morning, and I leave around, depends, 6, 7. And then when I get home, oh my gosh, there's more tape. When I get home, I got to either edit a video or, hey, Cindy Lou. Yay! Everybody welcome Cindy Lou to the chat. I just kind of want to not work. I might be editing. I'm actually finishing editing. I'm almost done editing a vlog that I filmed yesterday. Hello, LaDonna. So that's going to go up this afternoon. I will get it uploaded. It's just a vlog. It isn't anything. It's just a vlog. It's just catching up. You get Maybell, Mark, and Mr. Fluffer Pants all make a little bit of a cameo in it, but just kind of giving you an update of some things, because it's been a while since I've vlogged, and I've had people send me messages. Where are you at? You've not vlogged. I got a lot of content when I was in Ohio, so I took a little bit of a break from vlogging, but I was a little rusty at it, and I missed it a lot. I think I'm going to vlog again tomorrow. We're going to go out to the cemetery. I've been driving around with things in my car to take to the cemetery for about a month and a half now. So we're going to take them. I know where you got that. My dad found it. The Joan Crawford. I've had that for a long time. Oh, thank you. The vlogs are fun. For me, they're just, I don't know. I know that people are always wanting something other than the vlog, but I like combining the both. I'm in a big mental health space recently, wondering if I'm doing enough, or if I'm. That's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to talk about. LaDonna, I was watching the news to see if Hawaii was okay. Man, wait, what did LaDonna say? See, I'm going to look at my computer. Just finished checking in with my boss. It's so scary. I know that Freddie Freddie Fines isn't in Hawaii, but she's got family and friends there. So everybody sends some well wishes right now and hopes that nothing, like it's not going to be that bad. Baba Beans! Baba Beans! Baba Beans is here. Baba Beans! I see your name. That's what I'm going to say. Baba Beans. Also wanted to say Michael, the Cult of Vintage, is having a sale on his YouTube channel today at 1. And then, see, I got over here to talk about this. The lane's at 2. The Vamp table at 4. And then tonight, Stellar Treasures is having a sale at 8 p.m. Eastern. So she is also an Instagram seller. So she always has amazing items. Go and check out these sellers and check out the catalogs because did you send it? For some reason I am not getting some emails. I'm gonna double check, Bobby. I will double check. Yeah, I already said you and Cheryl today at noon, LaDonna. I said that. But go into and look at their catalogs and put in your pre-bids if you see something that you like. If you're like, well, I really want to go to LaDonna's sale, but I have an appointment, you can go in and check out the catalog and you can put in pre-bids. Tomorrow at 10:30 a.m., Carolyn is going to do just jewelry, which I'm going to be watching because I need some more necklaces, Carolyn. I don't know if she's awake yet, but, well, she probably is because she's got her grandkids. But I got this from Carolyn because I'm obsessed with these now. These beads. Oh, you're going to Chicago. Brooke, are you going to get some Garrett's popcorn? We had a building explode. What? Oh, no. Oh, my gosh, that's horrible. Oh, that's horrible. You haven't had it? Well, you need to go to Garrett's Popcorn. There's lots of places, and get the Chicago mix. But in the mornings, there's sometimes a line outside because people want it hot off the popper. So if you get it's cheddar and caramel corn mixed, but it's very messy. You've got girls, just make sure that they got wet wipes before they eat the popcorn because the cheddar is a little messy, but it's so good. So good. There's also a really good museum. It is a Detroit thing? The Chicago mix? Garrett Popcorn is They did? Well, it is good. It is very good. But there's usually a line outside in the mornings waiting on it. It's a good snack, but it can be a little messy. So Carolyn is tomorrow at 10:30, and then Delane is having the very first ever on Vamp, the antique parlor. Step into the parlor and leave with the past. So if you like your Victorian and kind of that kind of stuff, Delane is having a sale tomorrow at 1:30. So Thursdays, remember Thursdays, if you got that kind of stuff, have a sale on Thursday with your fanciful, gilded, age, Edwardian, beautiful stuff. I don't have enough of that to even have a sale with that right now, but we'll see. How do you see the upcoming shows? Well, if you go over to the homepage on virtualantiquemarketplace.com, you'll kind of see where I'm live right now. And if you will see other thumbnails for other sales that are coming up today. So you just tap on that and you'll be able to see the sales that are upcoming. I also have a bathing suit and I could never fit. It's wool. Could you imagine swimming in a wool bathing suit? I would drown. So that's tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. And then tomorrow at 4 p.m., Love This Vintage is having a vintage jewelry sale. I just bought something from her yesterday because I love her jewelry pieces. I just bought some necklaces from her. And then there's a lot of sales going on tomorrow. 4:30, Finds by Bob's Daughter. 25% off sale because it is her and her hubby's anniversary. It's her 25th wedding anniversary. So she's sharing the celebration with everybody and giving everybody 25% off. And I'm really excited. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, Meriwether Market, who is an expert in all things glass, is having her a live Vamp sale, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and she's marking things 50% off. So let's all make sure that we're going over. It's her first live Vamp sale. So, and it's an evening time sale. So let's make sure that we're all going over and supporting her. You can see her. I've already put a couple pre-bids on a couple things, but she's got some amazing pieces at wonderful prices. So make sure that you check out that sale tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So put that on your schedule. And also like I said, we had our onboarding last night, and there are some amazing sellers that are going to be having live sales. Every single seller said that they were interested in doing live sales. Oh, it's her second sale. That's right. It's her second sale. But we're still going to go over there, and we're going to show her some love and show her what this community is all about. And obviously we should do that for all of the sellers, even if it's, good old Cheryl and LaDonna that have a sale every week. They already know what the community is all about, but we're going to show them what it's all about even more. Take a drink of caffeine, friends. Okay. What was most likely designed by a man? Hey, Carolyn. What was mostly designed by a man? Oh, the mall. Okay. I was like, is that something that I said? Okay. This box, I'll be honest. I got this from eBay because I look at lots of things. I want lots. Like if I buy one thing, I look for a lot. Like all of them sold at once. Does that make sense? So I got this box, and it is filled with Cabbage Patch stuff. I'm going to save let me show you this first because it's the biggest thing. It's still in the box. Look at this. This is the Cabbage Patch brag bag. This is the brag bag for all of our little babies here. This is Cabbage Patch Kids posable figures not included. Holds up to 16 of our favorite Cabbage Patch. It's the perfect way to take your Cabbage Patch Kids posables anywhere. Cabbage Patch Kids pose. Okay, we already know that they're not. Oh, look, there's little Melanie. Look, Melanie. It's Melanie Joy. I'm going to take this out. Write their names in the special reserved spaces. Look at her. I probably would have been so jealous of her and her nice little feathered hair back in the day. A fellow reseller friend of mine had a buyer on eBay file a claim. Turns out she sells what she scans from people on Etsy. I'm not real happy with eBay, honestly, if I could be quite honest with you. For many different reasons. This reminds me of a Trapper Keeper. Look at that. And look, you can put your buddies in this carrying case. Hey, Carolyn, you like my necklace? And then you can carry it around and show off all your kids. And then, not only that, somehow, I don't know how, you can attach them to the side. I don't know how you do that. It was still in the box. Good morning, Emmeline. My Cabbage Patch brag bag. Nobody likes a bragger. But I'll brag about my Cabbage Patch. And look, you can write their names. I won't do that, but you could write their names. This reminds me of a Trapper Keeper. But how do you put them? It's from 1984. How are you supposed to affix them? Well, okay. There's something that's missing. Not unless it's on here somewhere and I don't see it. There's supposed to be these little plastic tabs. Not that I would do that, but there's supposed to be some plastic tabs that you can wrap around the waist. Okay, so that's going to go up in my Cabbage Patch collection. But also, this is still in its package. I have never heard of these. This is made by Play School. And you put this on your button on your shirt. So this is a button-on buddy to wear and share. I should send this to Michael because of all his buttons. Includes a button for your buttonless shirt. Wait a minute. Includes a button for your buttonless shirts. I don't understand. Like a pin? Oh, okay, I see. So you can, he's like split right there in the waist, and you can put that. That wouldn't cause anybody to look at your chest or anything. What are you looking at? Oh, my button on. I wish he had a name. He doesn't have a name, but there were 4. There were 4 of them that you could get. This has to be from like 84 as well. Yep, 1984, Play School. Oh my gosh. This was a bonus. I remember button covers, but I don't remember the Cabbage Patch one. It says, I found more for you. That was nice of them. Oh my gosh, look at look at the little Cabbage Patch. Look at its little feet. Its little club feet. Hi, everybody. And then look, she's got a bib, a little vinyl bib. What are you doing, Dad?
I'm trying to find some nails.
Oh, okay. Oops. CPK. Cabbage Patch Kids. She's got a little sippy cup. Hey, Beth. We're looking at Cabbage Patches. Oh my gosh, she's got a little baby plate with a little baby spoon. Hey, Jerry, we're looking at that big box of Cabbage Patches. Does she have a oh my gosh, she's got like a little... She does. She got Daddy's tattoo. Hey, Audrey Lee. She got Daddy's tattoo on her butt. Because she's got like a Cabbage Patch body. She's got her birth certificate. Her name is Sophia Sybil. Oh, her birthday is on Friday? Your birthday's coming up, girl. That was so sweet. Birth certificate, Cabbage Patch. I got to go to Babyland General. And then, oh, there's an eraser. Look, it's Lamar and his doggies. His sweet little puppers that he just recently lost. That's so hard. This is also 1984. Is Willie here? Willie's probably still sleeping. Okay. PhD Picker. Hey, PhD Picker. Went to onboarding last night. Have you been there? And how much does it cost to adopt a baby? I've always been curious. Okay, here's another bag full of babies. Now, some of these are, you know, the ones that you would get at McDonald's. I don't know if they're probably not worth much of anything, but you know these, the McDonald's toys that you could get. Maybe if you had a lot of them together, they might be worth some. Oh, she's triplets. What is this? I don't know what that is. Hey, aloha, Freddie. Golly, have you heard anything? What's going on? I hope everybody is safe with your friends and family. I've been there. It depends if you want a regular one or a soft body one. The soft body ones are expensive, but I think my regular one I want a soft body one. I want one that looks like the old ones that I had. And I already picked out, I want a boy, and I want to name him Zoltan Lee. after George Zoltan Lefton and Liberace. Well, that's Elvis, but Liberace's right there. Liberace likes to represent Vamp as well in his Vamp t-shirt. So one day I'm going to make it out there. It's a bucket list thing for me. I got to make it out there one day. One day. I got an original soft body, hand-signed and stamped Cabbage Patch baby from Babyland Jenner when I was little. It was $300 in the 80s. Well, I don't think that I want to spend that much on it. I mean, that's cheaper than an actual baby, but I'd be like, if I ever get the chance to go, I'll be like, yeah, give me one of them $40 ones instead. Can you adopt ones that have just been born? I'm going to flip out if I ever get to go there. Okay. And then I love these because I had so many of these when I was little, and they are the little figurines. So this one, I wish that these had names on. I mean, I guess we could give her, this is a little pudding pie. I don't know. And then here's the cheerleader one. C for Cabbage Patch. I had this one. I remember this one. I love you. When she's hiding her flowers behind her back. My mom laughs now. It almost caused a divorce. Well, it probably would for me too. And then we got a little baseball player. I need to pull out I only have one of my original Cabbage Patches, and his name is Marshall Gilbert. And he is in I have a trunk of memories. So I'm going to get him out so I can bring him here to the shelf. But his hair is really soft because, they always have that yarn hair. And they cut the loops in his hair. And so it's fuzzy. I bought them on eBay. And I want to say I paid $35 for the entire lot. So we got more of those, but these were in that bag. And then we've got a bunch of these. I so remember these too. She's in her 1980s tracksuit. You got a loose arm, girl. Her arm's a little loose. I need to get her hair coiffed. This little girl wants to give you a present. It's in a box. It's in a box. Oh, his name is Sid. 1980. Well, they kind of burst into the scene 1983, 1984, but they've been around longer than they were around before they were, the explosion of them. You know what I mean? You'll give me what? You're going to give me your doll? What? Don't give me your Cabbage Patch. Yeah, what was your Cabbage Patch names? Do you guys remember? Oh, I will give him a good... You know where he will be? Let me flip it. Right over there. Oh, I'm going to show you real quick. Let me unplug. I got a new one yesterday. I need to name her. She doesn't have a birth certificate, but look at her little shorts and her little tooth. I think it was actually a boy, but it's in girl clothes. That's fine. And then, this is my glorious piggy bank that I got. $15, a bargain. Look, Susan, I got that from your booth. Bootleg Cabbage Patch. I bought these from Vamp Sellers. Dad found that tray. And then I got some more. I got these fur skins, which is the most horrible name for a toy. Got the diapers. I got those from Amber. That bubble blower is right here. So you put bubbles in. I don't know how he works. I think you take his hat off and then a little wand, and then you blow bubbles with him there. So I got to move my Liberace stuff because Cabbage Patches are taking over. I also, before I go sit back down, just to show, I'm going to take her home and clean her up. I found her at her yard sale for like $1. I did just buy one off of Kim. I can't wait to get them. Yes, I'm collecting them. It's a little bit of an obsession right now. But she is a hot mess. So I got to clean her up. She was $1. So I rescued her, but she's a mess. That is brawls. I'm going to be doing a brawl video on the Misty show soon. But these are items that I'm going to be bringing to my sale tonight on Mother Tucker Antiques YouTube channel. These things are going to be available tonight. I got to pack them up and take them home, but it's Christmas in July. So if you want something to do tonight, then join us over there. Mother Tucker Antiques over on YouTube. All right, let me sit back down. Turn us back around. Plug you back in. There we go. I also got I did a short on YouTube and Instagram with the Fisher Price Sesame Street house. I got that set up too. All right, more babies. And like if you had one of these, like, oh my gosh, I had that. Hi, Patty girl. Thank you so much. There's little baby Amy with her clothes on. Amy, you need to fix your bow. Do you remember these? Oh my gosh, I wonder if she works. Here, I'll put her on this thing. There she goes. You remember these from the 80s? That they weren't Cabbage Patches? Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I'm going to need a bigger shelf. And then this one is little baby naked Willie. They were originally $35 in the 80s. That was a lot of money for a doll back. I did get one that Christmas when they were all crazy. My mom did find me one. My mom was also a doll collector, so she would go to doll shows a lot. Dad, you remember when Mom collected dolls?
Yeah. It'd been late 70s, early 80s.
She would go to the doll shows. You remember when she got me my Cabbage Patch doll?
I did.
Yeah.
Well, I went to an auction. They had 2 up there.
Yeah.
And there was hundreds of people there
for those 2 dolls?
Yeah, just for that.
Can you guys hear him? Come here.
Anyway,
they can't hear you.
It's so big.
It is. We're talking about Cabbage Patches.
All right, I went there.
What? Just kidding. You gotta come all the way over here.
I was worried.
Wait, don't say anything more.
I'm not going any further.
Can you hear him?
Can you hear me?
Just come up. Yes. Come on, Dad.
Yeah, but I got my hands full.
We'll just lay it down.
Just on a roll. Okay.
No, you come over here. They can't hear. You're upsetting your fans.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm just tired. Ankles hurt me bad.
Well, I can pull a chair over here.
No.
You can hear him talk real loud.
Okay. I went to an auction. They had 2 Cabbage Patch dolls there. A lot of people showed up for them. But evidently, I was high bidder.
Okay. He was high bidder.
And
he doesn't want to be on camera.
But I'll move closer. I stayed there for you. I want to keep one for you.
Yeah.
Because they were hard to get. Because I went to department stores and waited in 5-hour lines just to buy a Cabbage Patch doll for Christmas.
And that was in either 83 or 84.
Yeah, exactly. And so, just couldn't get you one because they'd sell out as soon as they get them.
Yeah. People were fighting over them.
So, right. Yeah, absolutely. They were fighting all over. Oh, and I waited in like hour and a half, 2 hours. 2-hour line.
I wasn't spoiled at all.
Well, I wanted to get you one because you was counting on it, and I wanted.
I
to make
asked
sure I
Santa
got one.
Claus for one. Hi, Susan.
Yes. So anyway, the auction had 2 of them in there. So I went in there and I bought them both. I paid up, but you only needed one. I picked the cutest one out of there.
Was that the one in the green dress?
I think so.
That was Josie Joanna. Why don't I have her anymore?
I don't know.
I had all these dolls up in the attic at his house, and I think he sold them.
No.
What happened to him?
I don't know. You know, I was going through a little bit of difficulties back then. But anyway, let's see how you do me.
You got the one in the green dress.
No, I bought them both. Then you got that one for Christmas, and I sold the other one and actually made about $30.
Good deal.
Because they got there late, you know, and they're doing the same thing I was. Had to find one for their daughter.
Yes, we're talking about Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yes.
I actually ended up, I had 7 or 8 of them. But like I said, my mom was a doll collector.
That one was free, and I made money.
Yeah.
I did it all for you.
My mom was a doll collector, and well, thank you, Dad. Now I'm paying back the favor by taking you to get to the shop to get your car fixed.
You start to like me a little better.
Yeah. What? So yeah, that was. But I only kept one. I don't know why I only have the one, but I wish I had all of them. And like Josie Joanna was my first one. I had Marshall Gilbert. That's the one that I still have. I had Eric. It was like Eric something. He was a preemie, and he had a little aqua blue corduroy outfit on. One thing that I want to do is go through, I haven't in years, I have bins of old pictures of like when we were little, because I'm looking for pictures of me with those dolls. So that might be like something that I can do in the winter time. But I want to go through and look through those pictures. I haven't seen them in years. So I'm hoping to find some with my kids in them. But anyway, my best friend in 2nd grade was not girly at all, but she got obsessed with having a Cabbage Patch doll. And we went all the way back to St. Louis to adopt one when they were in the Laura, we should go to Babyland General. Now, if you've got no, I'm not an only child. I have a half brother. But my dad raised my half brother. Dad, how old were you when you and Mom got married? Or how old was Bobby?
Bobby was 3.
He was 3. My brother was 3. I know. Yeah. But I'm my dad's only child. And then my dad was married. I had a wonderful stepmom.
I raised that.
I know. I had 2 stepsisters at one time, and he pretty much raised them too.
You're my only blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was the oldest of 7, so I never got to have one. That's why at 54, I buy all the. I know. Wait, Susan said, I recently found an old scrapbook of me and my Cabbage Patch dolls. So that's what I want to find. I want to look for pictures of that. Isn't that funny how you can think about, like, you haven't even thought about your, like, a doll that you played with in years. And then it just comes up and you're like, I remember their name. I remember what they look like. Don't you remember what they smelled like? That baby powder smell?
Misty, I raised you since you was 3.
Since I was 3?
Not 3, 13.
Well, I know. Yeah. I was like, you've raised me since I was born.
No, I was thinking.
And he took me to, I grew up at garage sales and
had you out driving down there by Fairmont, James Dean.
Uh-huh.
Had you driving back there when you was 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, we would go to Fairmount. But my thing was Dad would always give me something to look for, like
Yes.
look for salt and pepper, because I was
Yes. All over the place.
talk. So he would give me a
Certain.
look for this, and it kept me out of his hair for a little bit.
No, not.
Well, I was talking yesterday about going to the Sioux Locks.
I know you didn't like that.
God, I hated those Sioux Locks.
I went there because your mom wanted to go.
I would probably like them now.
Oh yeah, I appreciate them now.
But I hated.
But I knew you did. I don't know.
I also hated.
I seen it too many times.
I hated when we walked around Mackinac Island when I was a kid, but because there's just a lot of walking. But now, my gosh, I would walk there.
I like the interior.
I would pay to walk there. Yeah, you don't hike the interior. Anyway.
No, I did.
Yeah, Dad would go to behind the Grand Hotel and dig. And he would find a few things, but you can't do that.
Well,
They will put you in jail.
I was back there in the boonies, Misty.
Well, I know, but you can't do that.
Yeah,
They don't want you to dig back there. Anyway, when my kids start liking a specific line of toys, we always hunt for them. Then when they are over them, I always save them. See, that is a really good idea, because that's why I bought all these little people and stuff back. When Emma was a little girl, she always carried around a little purse, and she always had little people in them, or like figures of some sort. And then we saved them for Jaden. Jaden loved playing with the doll houses because he adored his sister and he wanted to do everything that she did. They're 3 years apart. She always thought he was gross and little brother, but that's so smart. That is so smart, because you'll end up already having those things. You won't have to rebuy them again. We always end up rebuying them. And when your girls are older, they're going to want those things back. Maybe. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't want them back. But like, if I was able to get back some of my favorite childhood toys, I would love that. I would love that. All right. So look, we got Emmeline. Emmeline, put your shirt on. She got her pearls on and her heels and her purse. And you can see her little Bebo popping out right there. But get your clothes on, Emmeline. And then we got some more of the... No, wait. Yeah, they're both McDonald's. I wish I had all my... Oh my God, me too. All of the Star Wars. We're buying those back too. Mark's buying all his Masters of the Universe. We got He-Man, She-Ra, all those kinds of things. Hey, Jilly. I know, look at this one. This one they all have different colored eyes too. This one has green eyes. Oh my gosh, this one's cute. What am I going to do with all these? I'm going to line them all up on a shelf. Oh, this one's carrying a foot. I had a bunch of these and I sold them all. Whimsy Wendy says, my son had all the Ghostbuster toys. I protected them and then decided to just let him play. And then he destroyed them. Well, sometimes they do that too. This one's got a football. He likes to play football in his shorts. Oh my gosh, look at this one. He's got a crew cut. Little Kittles. I saw that Caitlin had some Little Kittles in her sale yesterday. I've never seen these. Well, there he is. And it's a stamp. Oh, I could get an ink pad and I could stamp your packages with Cabbage Patches. Is that the only one? Well, that's a shame. That's the only... Oh, no, here's another one. There's her. She's a runner. She got chonky leg. That's a girl. She works out. She works out. My daughter is into American Girl right now. She's 12, but likes to remind me they're an investment, Mom. They're an investment. Emma only had one American Girl doll. I don't know if we still have it. We actually went to a yard sale one time years ago. I'm talking like, I don't know, probably 10 years ago. And we found a slew of American Girl dolls, and they were $0.25 a piece. It was a husband out there. I guarantee you, that's what they were marked though. I guarantee you, when his wife found out that he sold the American Girl dolls for $0.25 a piece, he probably got in big trouble. And we sold them. We sold them. So there's a workout. But she's also a stamp. So I might stamp your packages with those. I had a whole shelf of the Cabbage Patch figures. I sold them on eBay last summer. I'm gonna have to line all these up. I don't know if these McDonald's ones are really worth. Well, she's got some hair. I'll put them aside. They're probably not worth a whole lot because they were so massively produced, and like everybody has them. So here's, wait, do we already have her? So some of my repeats, if I have repeats, I will be, I'll sort through these and see, they're not a repeat. They look like Phil and Lil from Rugrats. But if I have any repeats, I will sell some or put them in a buyer's choice. There's this girl. Oh, wait, do I already have him? No, I already showed him. See, there's another McDonald's one. There's a ballerina. Oh, she's cute. She's got an iconic 80s outfit on with a little rainbow and heart on her braids. The store I went to, the man had to be on a ladder with a barricade as he threw the dolls in the crowds. Oh, I know. It was insane. I remember like there's another McDonald's one. I remember in the late 90s, early 2000s, Emma was born in 99. So it was probably in the early 2000s. Do you remember when Tickle Me Elmo, that was the hot thing? And people were fighting over the Tickle Me Elmo. Do you guys remember that? Because Emma was little at that time, and people were going nuts over the Tickle Me Elmo. He was pretty cute, though. The Furby era. I wonder if we're going to have another thing like that. It just seems like everything is so much more accessible now because of the internet. So I wonder if we'll ever have like the major toy thing. You know what I mean? There's another ice cream girl. That's another McDonald's girl. Gosh, we only have a couple left. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I'll save that one for last. She's cute. I love these with the creepy look. Look, Bug. Look at my baby and my baby. That creepy looking baby. There was a rumor that someone got stabbed. Hi, Leah. Oh, the gaming consoles. Oh, wait, look, girl. I gotta flip her leg around. Yeah, and those are a little bit harder to get because they're all made in China, and it's probably going to get even harder to get. It's probably those are the things that the electronic things are going to be harder to get. I know the Labubu. Oh, I'm going to show you something here in a minute too. I have a meeting at 10:30, so we can be on here until then. Oh, she's got another baby. Uh-huh.
Well, I might want to go home here a little bit.
Well, I have a meeting at 10:30. It'll only be a half an hour long.
Okay.
I have a meeting with district. Oh, I like this one with the big bonnet. I like the Labubus. I don't have any, which is shocking, I know. But I do have do we have two of her? No, we just have sisters. I have a cup that I got from Temu. which is, so it's a faux boo-boo. It's a faux boo-boo. It's not a real la-boo-boo. It's a faux boo-boo. But I spent some money on something that I'm going to do an unboxing on. I got one more Cabbage Patch to show you. And I can't wait. La-foo-foo. It's a la-foo-foo. Look at this one. So this is a first edition. This is Sherwin Allen. It's still in its package. First edition, Sherwin Allen. That's the thing I love, that they have names. And then you can cut out his birth certificate on the back. 1984. Oh, and I love it. It's still in its little thing. Can you imagine people finding them at the antique store? Listen, well, yeah, the La Boo Boos. But let me know. Hi, Rose. All of the game systems he used to play. Okay, our best friend, our Todd and Cindy. Todd is also a video game collector. He actually has a YouTube channel that he restores video game, like, you know, like the ones we used to play in the 80s and 90s, the video game machines. He restores them. He has all of the NES games ever made. Like even the very first ones, even stadium events, even those hard to find ones. He also has every Game Boy game ever made with the case. They're complete. The case, the booklets, the whole thing. So I'll have to, and we go over there every Saturday night for game night, but it's an experience seeing all that. But yeah, I mean, and that, talk about an investment. Those are really an investment, honestly. And Cindy loves helping him find them too. So it's just kind of something fun that they can do together. Like when we go to the bins or we go to flea markets, she has a list of, so now they're doing, I think, GameCube. They're trying to do all the GameCube games, but you know, you can find the booklets and the empty cases sometimes at the bins. And so she can get those if she's got a case that's better than the other and flip them out. Both, they like to go on little trips. Like, you know, Mark and I go on looking for antiques and vintage. They go on trips looking for video games. My granddaughters are playing the games he used to play back in the 80s. I was telling that to Mark that I wanted to get, not the old system, but I want us to get some kind of a video game. I think we have an Xbox. We've not played it in years, but I would like to play, like he and I play games like the old Mario Brothers. And we used to do that a lot. And he would get so aggravated with me. Cause like, if you're playing like a cooperative game, I'm like running around in circles cause I can't figure it out, or I'm running over there and he's like, Misty, we got to go over there. And I'm like does this open? Does this door open? He gets so aggravated. So then we stopped doing that, but I still want to do it again. All right. I'm going to grab the box of what I'm going to show you. I'm not going to open them yet, but, and ashamedly, I paid, well, a little over $100 for what's inside this box, which I know is pretty ridiculous, but it's got two of my favorite things. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing on these. I don't know. I might put it up on my main channel. I might put it up on the Misty Show. I don't know, but they are boxes of, I'm really liking that for a tattoo as well. But they're blind boxes. There is Rose O'Neal. So we've got a little history on there about that. But they are Kewpie Halloween. So I can't remember. I got 6 of them. 2, 4, 6. I got 6 of them. There are 6 different, well, I'll show you. There are 6 different ones that you can get. I want all 6 of them. So I probably will get all the same one. I'm going to be so mad if that's the case, because They were not cheap. And Mark doesn't watch this, but don't tell Mark. I paid. Is this going to say how much I paid? It's from Smoko. Smoko. 6 pieces. Well, it doesn't say, but it is about $100. But I'm going to do it on my channel, so it's a write-off, you know? But look at the box. Even the box is just adorable. So we got Witch Cupid, Jack-o'-lantern, Mummy, Trick or Treat, Black Cat, Meow Meow, and a Bat Cupid. We're not going to tell Mark, Jerry. That's the thing. On our shopping day, which is going to be on the 29th, I did make a graphic. I'm gonna put that graphic out. 29th of August, we're gonna have another shopping day, and then we're gonna kind of start in the opposite direction that we went in. And I don't know, it might be even kind of fun if we, I don't know. I am going to put like the addresses of where we're going in, because that was a little bit of a kerfuckle there a little bit. Bring the hubbies. They're going to go to the cigar bar. There is a cigar bar in Mitchell. Mark, I will smoke a cigar. I love the smell. Whenever I smell a cigar, what does it remind you?
You like
I like a pipe smell, but whenever I smell cigar, who does it remind you of?
John Chismore.
No.
I don't know.
Your brother.
Oh, Dave. Yeah, Dave was. I forgot. Dave.
My Uncle Dave smoked cigars. I like the smell of them.
I miss old Dave.
I know. He was a computer guy. He would have loved all this technology nowadays.
He'd go crazy. He was a good brother.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry was too. We just,
Yeah. What am I missing? I love it. So there's also in Bloomington, there's a cigar bar. But yeah, Mark has that day off. He will not go shopping with us the whole time. But maybe the guys can do, I don't know what they can do. What do they want to do? You know, what can they possibly do when they don't have us? Because we are their entertainment. We are their social people. Bobby Beans. I will look for some. Dad, Bobby Beans needs more micro mosaics.
Okay, well, it's not easy for me to find. And I gotta fight a win.
He's got to fight the ladies at the flea market for the jewelry.
I gotta argue with them to get one.
Yeah, he goes to the flea market. There's a little flea market here called Salt Creek Flea Market. And there are ladies, and Brian, who owns it, goes to a lot of auctions. Oh, there's an auction today. I didn't even look at what.
I wish you told us.
There's an auction every Wednesday, Dad.
Oh, I present for that one. I thought you meant, I couldn't have done it anyway.
No, he doesn't have a car right now. His car's in the shop.
Anyway,
Oh,
they bring boxes with them. They bring their own boxes with them. And they'll fill them up with
Oh,
all
yeah.
sorts of stuff.
I don't know if
It's vintage.
Yeah, but it's not as easy to find stuff. I don't know what I did with it. She might still be at the house. I got on eBay when I was looking for Cabbage Patches and stuff. Yeah, Dad will not be entertaining anybody. He doesn't like to be around big groups of people.
No.
Oh, they don't have an auction this week. Never mind. No auction this week.
Oh, good. Then that's done.
No, but he has to. He probably you need to flirt with these women. Maybe they'll give you the jewelry that they found.
I don't know.
He's like, I don't want to flirt with him.
Don't mind me if you're mother.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just kidding. No,
We're not going to talk about that.
No, a lot of them, they're sweet as could be, but, just not.
Yeah, no,
I don't need.
no. Oh gosh, what else was I going to say?
I love them.
Oh, I bought a doll that I had when I was looking at Cabbage Patch dolls and stuff on eBay. This doll popped up, and I have not thought about this doll for years. But like I said, my mom was a doll collector and she would go to doll shows. And so my very favorite doll, and I still have her, I'm going to bring her up here, is my Bambo doll. Do you remember my Bambo doll? She was a German doll. She had a big head and big feet and big curly hair. And she was a Bambo doll. And that's what her name was Bambo. I just called her Bambo.
I was buying your mom dolls that were like 100 years old or better. Even back then.
But I had this other doll that was, I think it was called Baby Feel So Real or something like that. But she was a little cloth body doll with the vinyl. It was like the first version of like a what are those called? The real dolls, you know what I'm talking about, right? And it had a reborn. And it had like the hands and the face were vinyl and it had cute little hair. Hello. But it had a little sleeper on. The one that I bought, she does not have her original clothes. So I need to look for the original clothes. But she had like a little, like you could pull down the butt, like the pajama pant butt, you know, it had Velcro and you can pull to expose her butt. And she has a little vinyl butt. She's so cute. I bought her because I was like, oh my gosh, I loved that doll. I haven't thought about her in years.
Well, you mind me of your mother then, because she was a doll lover. You know what I mean? Madam Alexander and
yeah, she liked F&B and Madam Alexander. I got that. That's F&B, the Liberace doll. My sister had a doll that had a clip-on cast and crutches. That's probably kind of hard to find because people back in it, like now, I wouldn't want that kind of doll. But back in the day, people were like, I don't want a doll with crutches. Back in the day, we wanted like a perfect, fanciful life. Now we're like, I want the doll that, you know, doesn't have an arm. And, you know, that's what appeals to me. But I think that it's fun to kind of relive your, I don't know, things that you haven't thought of in a long time. It can just kind of evoke a memory and something that you played with all the time. I also remember the Barbie jacuzzi. Did anybody else have the Barbie jacuzzi? Hey, Lacey. You'd fill it with water. It was pink. And you'd fill it with water, and it had this little pump, and you pump it on the sides, and the water would bubble. What?
No wonder I didn't have any money back then.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff wasn't cheap back then.
I'm also going to bring I have my old dollhouse, and I'm going to bring it here too. That's what we're kind of doing with this space. And Mark's wanting to put his collections out here too. I want to rearrange some of the stuff that we have out here just to kind of make it it's Lynn. I called you Lacey. Hi, Lynn. It's so good to have you here. I would love to see a photo of you when you were 5 to 9 years old. Well, I actually have one, or I did, on my phone because when everyone was showing pictures of them when they were little and standing in front of a Christmas tree during the Christmas in July, I didn't have one. And so I made one on Canva.
Your mom took a lot of pictures.
I know. I need to go through those pictures. Yeah. Here it is. I added the Santa hat, but this was me when I was in either preschool or kindergarten. Preschool or kindergarten, that was me. So, yeah. That was right before I got glasses. Right before I got glasses. There was something else.
There's a picture right after what you got at home when you had your glasses.
Oh, yeah.
About your first pair, actually.
There are other pictures of me that
I'm just saying,
during the awkward phase. Let me see.
I'm going through it right now.
You're not. More photos. I will show you. Let's see. I have to show you on my phone because I don't physically have them with me. Like this one. Isn't that great? My feathered hair, my buck teeth, and oh, you want to see Mark when he was a baby? Look at Mark! This little baby Mark! And his little shoes with the bells on. It looks just like him. And here's little baby Emma.
Yeah, she cute little girl.
There's little baby Emma. Little baby Emma. And then little baby Jaden.
Yeah, I was going to say you got Jaden.
Oh, wait. Here's my mom. I'll show you Jaden. Here's my mom and little baby Emma. She was Emma was just the chunkiest kid. Oh, it's not. Do
you have that one on your phone where me and her went hiking there?
No, I don't have it on my phone.
Had a still picture of it.
This was me and Mark in high school. We were 17, I think, then. I got Jaden. Jaden.
I showed Jaden the biggest snake out in the wild that he ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
One of the biggest I ever seen.
I'm looking for a baby picture of Jaden.
We was hiking. Doing the trails.
Baby. Some of these are not. There's baby Jaden. Oh, gosh, yeah, that's not even. It's not a great. There's baby Jaden. And this is Jaden as Popeye. Mark made that costume. Jaden was obsessed with Popeye. Obsessed. Mark also made Larry Boy. Do you guys remember Larry Boy? That was Jaden's favorite. Larry Boy. Larry Boy. Larry Boy. Anyway. Those were my babies. There's them together. Emma and Jaden. Oh my gosh, yeah, Mark sews. He's a sewing Susan. He can sew. That man can do anything. He can do anything. When we had a camper, he sewed the curtains for the camper. He has sewn Halloween costumes. He can do anything. He can do anything. I can't do any of those kinds of things. None of those kinds of things. We never broke up either. We've been together since we were 16. We met cruising a shopping center called Applewood in Anderson, Indiana. And we went to different high schools. And I had a friend that asked me to give Mark, because everyone had me do things because I wasn't shy. And so I went up to Mark and I was supposed to give my friend's phone number, but I gave him my phone number. That's where it all began. I bet you he could. If you have a man in your life that is very technical or very mathy, they could probably do all this stuff. Sewing is too mathy. It's too mathy for me. I don't want to sew. It's too mathy. I don't know. I don't want to measure. I can't. I had taken a class and I was sat there in utter confusion. And everybody around me was picking it up. And I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, Mark's an engineer as well. So I can cross stitch. I can count. But I can't measure. I mean, I can measure, but I can't you got to take 3/4 off it. No, I can't do that. Yeah, Mark's an engineer. So yeah, he can fix replace the brakes on your car, and he can sew you curtains for your camper. He can do all of it. And he can cook. He can paint. Emma is very much the same way too. Emma is definitely her father's daughter. What time is it? Okay. I got a meeting at 10:30. Emma is her father's daughter. Things like that come natural. She can sew, she can paint, she is good at math. She puts furniture pieces together. She can do all those kinds of things. Jaden is more like me. He can do things, but he struggles with it a little bit. He struggles with it a little bit. Yes. Hi, Jay. Yeah, Jaden and my dad are very, very much alike in a lot of instances. Well, so before I go, some announcements. Don't forget the sales going on today and tomorrow and on Friday. Just check them all out. Friday at noon, I'm going to be joining. We're going to be live just for an announcement on Vamp. We are going to be doing a little something with another marketplace. So that's going to be announced on Friday at noon, which I will be doing that. I'll be in the car because Mark and I are going to Indy this weekend. And then the Sunday night at 7, Michael and I we're not necessarily having a sale, but we're going to have a chat on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. I have a hair appointment on Monday. You don't need to know. I'm looking at my calendar. I probably will be back. I'll probably will be doing mornings with Misty on Monday at 9 a.m., maybe 8:30. I think that next Thursday, I'm going to be doing a live shop with me at Southern Roots. And then on the 16th, we've got the Vamp, the Great Luau, which is basically end of summer sale. So it doesn't have to be literal tiki, literal Hawaii. It's just anything that reminds you of summer. It could be a Cabbage Patch doll with a summery dress on. It can be anything that reminds you of summer. So think outside of the box a little bit on that. It doesn't have to be like literal tiki kind of stuff. So that's at least what and then the 29th. Oh, well, I'm going to be doing we'll be doing onboarding again on the 27th. So if you are interested in becoming a seller on Vamp, go ahead and put your application in. Make sure that you fill out. Let us know other platforms that you might be selling on. If you've got experience or if you're very new at this, we want to know that as well. I will be within the next week going through the new applications, and we'll be sending out an email for the August onboarding. And then the 29th is going to be another shopping day here in Bedford. Hang out. And what we're going to do this time that we didn't do last time is we're going to go live on Vamp. We're going to go live on Vamp so you guys can join us as well. So that's what's the upcoming events. But also don't forget that if you have an idea, you're a Vamp seller, and you have an idea, hey, I want to put together a retro party or you can do that. You don't have to wait on one of the admin teams to do something. Like Buck says, throw it in the chat, throw the idea out there, and collectively together we'll all join in on that too. I've been a seller for a little bit, but missed the onboarding. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yep, absolutely, Jen. I can also send you we just had onboarding last night. So I can send me a DM on Vamp and I can send you the link to watch that. So you can just watch it and get caught up then. So that would be completely fine. Yeah, I've done that. There was a couple people that couldn't make the onboarding last night. So you just need to watch that and then I'll approve. And I don't know if you're watching, Angela. I could not find your account. I sent you a DM, but I can't approve you because I can't find you anywhere. I don't know if you signed up under a different name, but I looked at every place that I could. All right, and I'm going to be putting out a video this afternoon, a vlog. It's been a while. So I'm going to go ahead and go. I've got a meeting at 10:30, and then I'm going to take Dad to pick up I'm going to take him home. And then I'm going to do my shipping. I got to get my shipping done. But have a good day, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And don't forget, I'm going to eventually only do these chats on Vamp. So become a member over on Vamp. It's free. You don't have to download an app. It's just like you're on the YouTube right now. It's the same kind of thing. And you can see everybody in the chat. Yes, 4 p.m. Eastern is our Vamp table with Jilly. So that's going to come up this afternoon. Stay weird, everybody. And I'll see you today at 4 p.m. Bye, guys.